Hey there friends, I'm Elizabeth Clary and this is Clary's Do Live. Thanks so much for clicking on this video. It means so much to me. It is going to be a really fun video. I'm excited to show you 3 different fall tablescapes and I hope that they inspire you to create something beautiful at your home. They're going to be very different from one another, 3 totally different styles, and I think that I may have a little bit of something for everybody. If you would, before we get around to the tablescapes, please click that subscribe button down below and then ring the bell and then click all. That way you get notifications every single time I post a new video. And while you're at it, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up and comment this emoji below so that I know that you are here. And make sure you introduce yourself if you are new. I would love to be friends with you. And I hope that you will stick around through the end of the video to find out which tablescape is my favorite. Style number 1 is very farmhousey, very traditional. I'm starting out on my table with this long runner. This runner is tan and cream mixed and it has a little fringe all the way down the sides and on the ends. I got this runner on this past weekend at Hobby Lobby. It was around $12 or $13, I believe, after the discount. I added those large sunflowers and this adorable truck. Now, I'm not a big truck person, but I saw this truck last year and thought it was so cute. So my mom actually got it for me and surprised me with it. It's so cute and it is quite large. Just for reference, my table is a pretty big size table. As you can see that it seats 8 people with the leaf in it, and that's how we keep it in our dining room at all times. It is about 40 or 42 inches wide by I think it's about 8 feet long, so it is pretty large. So after I put those sunflowers down, I put the truck over top the stems and then added a few pumpkins and this cute little guy. I'm not much of a gnome person either, but Caroline talked me into buying that last year, and I have to say he has definitely grown on me. Of course, my truck bed cannot stay empty, so I decided to add these picks that I got from Hobby Lobby last year. By the way, the truck is from Hobby Lobby also. I'm not sure if they have it again this year, but I did see a truck that was like a dark green color there. I added 3 of these picks in to add layers and colors and a lot of volume. And no tablescape for fall is complete without some more pumpkins. So I made a little stack of these kind of muted color or matte colored pumpkins. The green is a muted color, the orange is not super bright, and then the yellow one is a mustard color, which I love for fall, and it is glass. This thing with the little metal jug, I guess, with the stems in it, I believe I got it Dollar General last year. I've had it for a while, and I hid it between 2 pumpkins so it just sticks out the top. Now to finish off this look, I added in some sprigs of wheat, and it is complete. I'm starting out style number 2 with this off-white colored runner down the center of my table. I like that this makes a really good base for this design. It's pretty long, and so I decided to fold it, and then it will be covered so you're not even going to notice it in the end. I took this oblong basket that I just purchased from Hobby Lobby. It was in the spring shop, so it was 75% off. Yay for a sale. And then added this cute little riser from Marshall's. To the right side of the design, I put this wooden riser with black wrought iron legs. And this was also from Hobby Lobby in the spring shop, so I got it 75% off as well. I gathered a bunch of pumpkins that I had on hand already. At least most of them I've already had. There was only a couple I just recently purchased. I gathered all of the green shades and all of the cream and tan so that I could keep this design nice and neutral. I added this pumpkin that has gray stripes right kind of in the center-ish, kind of in the middle of that basket. And it's kind of the focal point overall for this design. It's my favorite pumpkin. It's actually a pink zebra accent shade, but it works great as just a regular decoration as well. So I circled it with these green and wood color beads and then shoved a whole bunch of pumpkins in there, tan, green, and off-white, so that we had plenty of colors mixed in, but it still kept it calm and neutral. To the right riser, I added this mercury glass pumpkin that my sister purchased for me last year as a birthday present. I believe she got it at Marshall's. It lights up, and it has a really cute tan-colored swirly stem on top. I added the sage green vase and flower, which were from Dollar General last year, and some more pumpkins. My favorite pumpkin, in addition to that first cream one, is this gold one that's right in the center. I like that it has a muted gold color. It's different from any other pumpkin I own, and really from what I've ever seen at any other store. It has faux leather leaves that are the same muted gold color, and then it has a beautiful pearl and rhinestone brooch right on the top, which I really love because it just adds a little bit of pizzazz to the pumpkin. To add a little bit of height, I added these eucalyptus stems from Hobby Lobby. They are a darker eucalyptus and they're perfect for fall arrangements. You can get them right now at Hobby Lobby. I believe they were $2.99 before the discount. What I love about using these white chargers on my table is how well they stand out. They have a beautiful scalloped edge, and then I added gray napkins because this is what I had on hand. Otherwise, I may have done more of like a creamy kind of tan color napkin, but this is what I already had. I just pinched the center and then added these little stick napkin rings that I purchased from Amazon a few years ago, and I really love how this design turned out. If I were going for the neutral look all through my house, this is definitely something that I would keep. And I want to know if this is something that you would keep at your home as well.
My friends have told me I should move on, but I can't stop looking for clues. I'm going crazy, that's the truth. I'm going crazy, that's the truth. I'm going crazy, going crazy, going crazy. Could you give me a sign or maybe write me a letter? I'm not sure anymore if it's gonna get better, so
Now for style number 3, this is going to be dark and rich with a lot of traditional fall colors. I'm starting out with this table scarf that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. This was also in the spring section and it was 75% off, so I paid $1.75 for it. I purchased this dark green collar as well as a cream collar. I cut it in half because it was just very, very long. This would be so perfect for really long tables at a wedding or something. I really love it. I like how it is kind of a mesh material so you can see through it, and it's light and airy. So I started off this design with 2 risers on either side of the center and then topped those with this oblong basket once again. I basically just use those risers to add some height. They will be covered so you won't really see a whole lot of them once I get to the end. Last year I purchased 2 of these rings from Hobby Lobby with pumpkins and flowers, and they have kind of muted fall colors. So there are oranges and there's greens and there's tans and there's the mustard yellow, but they're not super bright. I fluffed them up since they've been stuffed in a tote for over a year now, and I added one to both ends of the design. Now most of the next few florals came from Hobby Lobby, except for those little green things that are laying right in the middle of the table. I laid down the leaves first. I love the color of these because they're deep and they're rich and they're shiny, but they don't look fake. They actually are very real looking and real life. I put 2 on either ends of the basket and then topped them with these, I think it's called allium. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but I mixed them into the flowers so they looked like they were creating kind of a bouquet. I just want to say while you're watching me pile on all of these florals that if you are unfamiliar with how to do anything with florals, just remember to mix things together and make it look as natural as possible. You want to add volume and shape, and you don't want everything to just look like flat florals that are piled on top of each other. So as you can see, I mixed a lot of those allium flowers, I guess, into the leaves so they're not just lying on top. And then I added some more florals to the front of the design. I have these black wrought iron candlesticks. Actually, they're more like a cast iron. They're very heavy. They're from Hobby Lobby. I believe they still carry them, and they're topped with white candles. I'm hoping that if I make it back to Hobby Lobby soon, I can find some cream colored so that they go a little bit better with my fall decor, because white is pretty bright for fall time. Now, I purchased this amber glass and these wooden spoons from Hobby Lobby. They were on clearance, so they were only $4.49 each. I really love these, and I wanted to use them, but it just was not working out. I tried to fit pumpkins around it and make it look right, and it just was not working out for me. So as you can see here in just a second, I do take away the vase and the spoons because it just was not working for me, and it was not doing what I had envisioned in my head. I think I'm going to try to use those in my kitchen, which it goes better in a kitchen anyway. It's wooden spoons, so I think that's what I'm going to save them for later on in my fall decorating series. So as you can see, I took all of the different color pumpkins I have, from dark green to light green to orange to these red orange pumpkins, which I love. They are so much prettier in person than they even are on camera. And I mixed all of them together as kind of a cornucopia of pumpkins in this basket on the center of the table. Now, if you would like to do something like this, do not fear if your pumpkins do not stand up properly the first, second, or even third time that you try. Just keep piling them in there. Use some pumpkins for height. If you have too many of one color, then use them as a base to kind of rise up the other pumpkins that you have, so that you have a really nice pile of pumpkins that has nice sizes and nice height and a whole mixture of different colors. At the front of the basket, you could see the gap between the table scarf and the basket, and I really did not like it. So I grabbed those flower picks that I also used in the truck design, and I stuck them in here. It did not work well with 3, so I just used 2, and I used the wires in the flowers to my advantage, and I kind of just moved the flower around so that both of these flowers didn't look exactly the same. I didn't want it to look like the sunflowers were eyes peeking out at me. I wanted them to look just a little different because I do like things that are asymmetrical. And then, like I said before, when in doubt, add more pumpkins. I just got these beautiful faux leather chargers at Hobby Lobby. I'm so pleased with them. I think they're so pretty, and they actually show up way better in person, although it would look a lot prettier probably with a light colored placemat underneath so that they appear a little bit brighter on top of my dark table. These little orange pumpkins came from Target. There were 6 for $3, and then the white ones were some that I just had, and I can't help but giggle every time I watch this part of this video because I think I was just really distracted. I was having a really hard time figuring out a pattern to these pumpkins. It was pretty funny to me, but I'm sure you understand. We have a lot on our minds, moms. And then to end off this design, I took the wheat once again, and I just picked it through or pushed it through the open gaps in the cornucopia of pumpkins right in the center of the table. I'm so pleased with how this turned out. It was pretty much exactly what I had in my head whenever I started, and I would love to know, is this something that you would have in your home? For watching. I hope that you really loved all 3 tablescapes. The first one was very like traditional, farm-like, very autumn-like, and then the second one was really out of the box. It's very neutral and bright and still pretty and calming. And then the third one is deep and rich and just a lot of the traditional colors, but it's kind of got that the darker tones to it, which is what I'm really into this year. So I think I'm going to leave my table with design number 3. I want to know, which one would you choose for your home? What kind of style do you like best? This is a little bit big for what I normally do, but I just love it so much. I don't want to mess it up. It's so pretty. So it's definitely going to stay like this for a while. I would like to get some small placemats to go underneath each of these so that they show up better on the table. But overall, I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased with it. So now real life happens. I have to clean up this disaster of a mess in my dining room, but at least the table does look beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you comment below and subscribe so that you don't miss any more, because I will be doing a lot more fall decorating around our home over the next few weeks. I hope to see you again. Bye.